Hi, aloha. Okay, thank you so much. So I apologize. We had some technical issues over there. Um, so I think we got it figured out. So hopefully it's looking okay on your end. Um, so again, want to thank you for joining us today. My name is Dr. Catherine Taketa-Wong. I'm a naturopathic physician and acupuncturist. And for those of you who aren't familiar with naturopathic physicians, like medical doctors, we have to attend a four-year medical school. Um, we are trained as primary care physicians, and as such, I can order lab tests, write prescriptions, and do school physicals the same as any other doctor. However, there is a big difference. The typical conventional medical school that trains medical doctors offers only about 19.6 hours of nutrition. Naturopathic doctors receive 155 hours and are trained in the power of nutrition to build health from the inside. I also have a master's degree in Oriental medicine, which allows me to include acupuncture and Chinese medicine in my treatment protocols. I also use personalized food recommendations, vitamins, herbs, and other types of natural medicines to address the underlying causes of disease. But there's more to a person than their ailments. We all have feelings, emotions, concerns, moments of victory and relief, which is why I treat the whole person. So before we begin, if you have any health concerns that you would like to talk with me about, please call our office. We offer a no-charge phone consultation called the Personal Health Strategy Session. This 15-minute strategy session is where I come up with a plan to see how I can help you the most. Office at 808-425-2987 or text free consult to that number. So either way, our staff will be in contact with you to arrange a no-charge phone consultation. You'll find all of our contact information right here on our Facebook page. I like to talk with people about their situation first before they go ahead and schedule an appointment. Today's event is called Health for the Holidays. It's a unique self-evaluation of your health. Discover what you're already doing well and what to fix up for the new year. If you find that you're shortchanging yourself and you know what to do next, great. But if you find yourself wondering about the best way forward, this presentation is the perfect remedy. So let's get started. If you had to run to catch a bus or your pet, how far could you go? A block? 6 blocks? A mile? More? Why do I ask the question this way? It's because too often health isn't seen as something that actually affects our everyday life all the time. I think we've become too used to the marketing from fitness platforms or exercise experts and counting steps or crunches when our health is really something that impacts us in the simplest of ways. Like, do you have the stamina to keep up with your young kids? Or if you needed to walk quickly up several flights of stairs in an emergency, could you do that? That's why it's important to keep in shape. So, how are you doing? If you're selling yourself short, the first step is realizing what it's costing you and then asking yourself if that's how you want it to be. If not, and you're ready to do better, find something that you enjoy doing and start out slowly. If you're trying to do too much too soon, you're likely to get sore or injured and lose your motivation. When you're ready to start or doing better with your stamina, you could include things like walking, sports, hiking, or simply climbing stairs in your condo. Gardening counts too. Usually those things are termed exercise, but that just says what you're doing. It doesn't say why. So if you think you're building more stamina so you can enjoy more of what life has to offer, including being prepared for challenges, doesn't that feel more motivating? Next, let's check up on your sleep. We all know how lousy it feels to go several nights with poor sleep. What is your body trying to tell you? Your brain can't clean out all the waste when you're awake because the mechanisms are active and running. So it's only when you're sleeping that the conscious functions are at rest. And then the spinal fluid washes in and out of our brain in waves that helps to clear out toxic waste from our brain. It's important not only in the short term, so you're not dragging around all day, but because otherwise the waste that remains can build up over time. When people are sleep deprived, they often feel worn out. Things can be slowed or foggy. That word that you're trying to remember that just won't pop up. You might have a hard time making good decisions, or you may not feel as sure of yourself as you normally do. So, how is your sleep? Do you sleep through the night and wake in refreshed and ready to go? How hard is it for you to fall asleep? Or do you have a hard time staying asleep? Do you wake up during the night? Most people say that they would like to improve some things about their sleep. Hopefully yours are minor. But most experts recommend that you go to sleep at the same time every day, including weekends. Your body doesn't know the difference between a Wednesday and a Sunday. Other recommendations include shifting away from screens of any kind at least 20 minutes before you go to bed. Avoiding coffee and alcohol after dinner is also highly recommended, since both tend to keep you awake. Also avoid eating 2 hours prior to sleep so that your body isn't so busy digesting and it can spend its energy doing the waste cleanup work that can only occur when you're sleeping. Now, let's think about headaches. These are some of the most common complaints that I hear from my patients. And I use that word intentionally because headaches and migraines are common in our society. People think that they're normal, but they aren't. And that's not how things are supposed to be. Let me say that again for emphasis. If you are having headaches on a regular basis, that is not normal. So, what's happening? Headaches can be caused by a number of different things, including lack of sleep, not drinking enough water, caffeine withdrawal, too much junk food, food preservatives, tight neck muscles, and more. They can be related to food allergies or to food sensitivities. They could also be related to chronic allergies, like allergies to pollen, dust mites, um, and allergies can trigger headaches as well as sinus problems. Often, if it's a sinus related headache, people will tend to say that they feel pressure or pain over here around their cheeks, also up here, their forehead, or behind their eyes. And in addition, with so much being work on our computer, poor ergonomics can also contribute to headaches. Hormonal imbalances, especially around the time that women get their period, can also be a factor in headaches. So, what to do? I recommend eating cleaner diet as a basic thing to start with. Cutting down on junk food, also fast foods, processed foods with their dyes, chemicals, and artificial sweeteners. Be sure to check your ergonomics at work so that your computer screen is at the right height and angle. And definitely reduce your caffeine intake. When people are tired all the time and need 5 or 6 or more energy drinks in a day to function, or if they're dependent on coffee just to be able to get through the day and keep your eyes open, there is definitely something wrong. That's a vicious circle that can harm your health. So headaches on a regular basis, once a month or more, are not normal. There are many ways to treat headaches naturally. My patients are often amazed that they can actually be headache-free and not have to take pain medication. So if you are listening and are dealing with chronic headaches and can't figure out why, please call my office for a free consultation if headaches are getting you down. I've had patients where they've been living with headaches, migraines sometimes for 20, 30 years, and it's not an overnight process, but I have really good success in being able to help people eventually, get rid of their headaches completely. We'll also get back to your health evaluation in a moment, but before I go on, I wanted to pause and remind those of you who are just joining us that we offer a no-charge phone consultation so that you can talk with me personally about any health concerns you may have and about how to feel empowered about your health. Arranging a consultation is very easy. Just call our office at 808-425-2987 and let our staff know that you're interested in a no-charge phone consultation, or text free consult to that number. You can also click on the contact button on our Facebook page. Either way, our staff will contact you to arrange a no-charge phone consultation. You'll find all of our contact information right here on our Facebook page. I like to talk with people about their situation first before they go ahead and schedule an appointment. There is another common medical problem that women spend literally billions of dollars a year on trying to treat. That is PMS, or premenstrual syndrome. So many American women have PMS that most consider it to be normal. It's just a part of life, just a part of the burden that women have to bear. And yes, it is common, but no, it is anything but normal. So what happens when you have PMS? Most women feel moody or irritable. They can become super emotional and cry easily. They might suffer from cramps or gas, bloating, headaches, breast tenderness, or more. PMS and premenstrual symptoms can interfere with work, relationships, and even your ability to function in your family. Yes, that is all too common, but no, it is definitely not normal and not the way that your body was meant to function. In general, there are some things that you can do on your own, beginning with your food choices. Many women have found that taking dairy and gluten out of their diet has helped to reduce their PMS symptoms, sometimes significantly. Eating a cleaner diet also helps with reducing PMS, also getting enough sleep. Both of those are really important. Meditation and deep breathing can also really help. There are also Qigong videos on YouTube that you can check out that can often help with PMS as well. PMS can be complicated, which is why I always do extensive lab testing to determine the best course of action. Based on the tests, the protocols I use can be different for each individual, which is part of the reason my patients are so happy with the results. Taking over-the-counter pain medications and hormones aren't good for your body long-term. Even more than with headaches, my patients are amazed that they don't have to take pain medication or hormones anymore like how they used to, and are grateful to have normal periods, really normal periods, without the monthly pain and discomfort. Let's turn now to asking, what gets in the way of taking the best possible care of yourself? Here are some of the most common reasons that people give. I don't have time. I'm not sure what to do. It's more important to look after others than myself. I don't have the insurance, or finances are a problem. I start but don't follow through. Did any of those sound familiar to you? If so, what do you think you should do next? From my experience, the first thing I would advise you to do is to take them seriously. For example, if time is the problem, take a look at your schedule and see how you might carve out 20 minutes a day for yourself. Seeing how you can rearrange your schedule is a major step in the right direction. If you're not sure what to do, you might start by listing 3 things that you can do right away, like researching on the internet, or talking to someone about your situation, or looking for examples of what other people did to find out what worked for them. Be assured that if you realize that you're not yet taking the best possible care of yourself, you're definitely not alone. These days, it's harder than ever to do. I have many patients who started out that way, and after working together with them for a time, all those very real and reasonable barriers are overcome. I think it's because they came to understand that their health was not only about them. Not that anyone wants to be in bad health. It's just that they realized that there was another question that needed to be asked. And that other question is, who depends on you to be healthy? Your spouse or partner, your children, parents, and even if you have parents that aren't dependent on you right now, for almost all of us, as our parents get older, there will come a point in time where they will be dependent on us. Grandchildren, brother or sister, friends, co-workers, religious groups, or your pets. It's true that what can motivate people to see me at first is some medical problem that they need to be treated. And that's a good thing because it means that they do care about themselves and they aren't willing to continue to have their medical problems just because conventional medicine can't help them. They are people who don't give up on themselves. They're fighters and believers. It's as they get better that they're more able to turn their attention to those who depend on them and realize it's not only for themselves that they're seeing me. So here is the last question for you. Apart from not getting sick, what are your top health priorities? For example, having more energy, getting rid of aches and pains, fitting into your clothes, feeling young, staying independent, keeping your mind sharp, having a more active social life, being active with your children and your grandchildren. Knowing what motivates you is key. Maybe fitting into your clothes is the best motivation you have for improving your health and well-being. Great. Maybe it's about being active with your children and grandchildren. Excellent. Whatever works for you is what's important, not what's supposedly right or best. There's an awful lot about health that extends far beyond our aches and pains and ailments. For most of us, good health was our birthright. It's how nature made us. But then as we go along in life, we can drift into unproductive habits and unhealthy routines. And it's good to stop and reflect from time to time. And I hope this event has helped you to do that. So what have we covered today? I think it was quite a bit. To be honest, even as a doctor, I learned some things about myself in the preparation. I hadn't thought about health from some of these perspectives, and answering some of them for myself was often quite eye-opening. I hope our discussion has been useful for you. If you'd like to arrange a personal health strategy session, our phone consultation for people interested in talking with me one-on-one about their health, there is absolutely no charge. I like to talk with people about their situation first before they go ahead and schedule an appointment. Just call our office at 808-425-2987 or text free consult to that number. You can also click on the contact button on our Facebook page. Either way, our staff will arrange a no-charge phone consultation with you. And you'll find all of the contact information right here on our Facebook page. Mahalo, and I look forward to seeing you in 2 weeks. Aloha.